Sun Tzu's The Art of War is a book that I have frequently cited on this channel. This 2,500-year-old book only became widely known in the West in the 1970s, but prior Western military leaders had sometimes independently arrived at the same principles. In this video, I will look at an example of this from the Revolutionary War, the Battle of Bunker Hill. I will focus on two generals involved with the British planning for the battle, Henry Clinton and William Howe. They were confronted by the same problem of fortified American positions at Bunker and Breed's Hills. Artillery placed on these hills would allow the Patriots to shell Boston and any ships attempting to enter the port, which would force the British to evacuate the city. If the British wanted to hold Boston, they had to take these hills. The two generals developed two different plans. Clinton's plan made imaginative use of the terrain he was confronted with. The two hills were both on the Charlestown Peninsula, which was connected to the mainland by a narrow isthmus. I cannot fucking pronounce that word. Narrow strip of land called the Charlestown Neck. Because of the Royal Navy's uncontested control of the Charles and Mystic Rivers, British troops could land almost anywhere on the peninsula they wished. Clinton wanted to have Admiral Samuel Graves send floating batteries to the Charles side of the neck and rake it with their cannons to prevent the Americans from approaching in either direction, while 500 Redcoats would move up the Mystic and occupy the neck from that side. This would have trapped the Americans on Bunker and Breed's Hills and forced them to surrender, granting the British control of the Charlestown Peninsula near bloodlessly. American military leaders were well aware of the danger of such a move, but could do nothing to stop it. Artemus Ward, the American general who ordered the fortification of Bunker Hill, did so reluctantly because he saw the same weakness in the position as Clinton. If the British occupied the neck, everyone on the heights would be doomed. But this was not the plan that was carried out on June 17th, 1775. That was Howe's plan, which was to make a landing on the tip of the peninsula and launch a frontal assault against the Americans on Breed's Hill. General Thomas Gage, commander-in-chief of all British forces in North America, approved of Howe's plan. The generals, aside from Clinton, underestimated the untrained militia opposing them, with Howe claiming that the hill was, quote, open and of easy ascent and in short would be easily carried. They were confident that the Americans would scatter to the winds when faced with professional soldiers. The hill was indeed carried, but only after 3 uphill charges and over 1,000 British casualties, twice as many as the Americans. Howe called it, quote, success too dearly brought. Clinton wrote after the war that, quote, a few more such victories would have shortly put an end to British dominion in America. If Sun Tzu were present at the Battle of Bunker Hill, he would have preferred Clinton's plan. Sun Tzu wrote that, quote, an army avoids strength and strikes weakness. He would have recommended that the British, quote, take a place that the enemy does not protect. Do not ascend to attack. And noted that, quote, those skilled in war subdue the enemy's army without battle. The consequences of adopting Howe's plan proved disastrous for the British war effort. The Patriots were emboldened in their resistance, as the high casualties they inflicted showed they could stand up to professional soldiers. Howe replaced Gage as commander-in-chief, but his self-confidence was destroyed by the carnage at Bunker Hill. If Clinton's plan had been adopted, the British would have won the battle with little to no casualties and numbed American morale. Such is the impact that Sun Tzu's axioms can have on the outcome of military engagement, no matter the level of warfare. I'm the Counterfactor, and thanks for watching.
Big bang bang roll, got cheat codes. Certified in the hood, boy, they all know. Don't be asking y'all that you gotta know to know. Got a pocket full of cash, so the whole boat. See, I've been thugging since a young and I ain't got a bang. My name been ringing bells since I was like 14. Been service stacking from all of the dope fiends. And I ain't tripping, y'all could get it, you ain't get from